And now, our feature presentation.
Every day I see him scrolling through my news feed. Lean on the Lambo, lean and say cheese. I'm not trying to judge, you could do your own thing. I'm just trying to inspire them to think different. Everywhere I go, I'm preaching positivity. Push away the drama, we ain't got no time for tea. I'm not trying to judge, you could do your own thing. I'm just trying to inspire them to think differently. Man, it's obvious to see that you can honestly deceive all these MCs by fronting like you ballin' on IG, with your sisters taking pictures in your Airbnbs, like flexing on a rental with your Maserati lean. Birch, please, I'd rather be the owner of the keys to these Airbnbs y'all be posting on IG. Man, they rap about the drugs like they thugs selling keys. I'd rather rap about the ones that be chasing their dream.
Mr. Pratt, where's our product?
We've had some complications with the mission, sir.
We are running out of patience.
I have my best men on it. Trust me. We all have loved ones that perished. Family, friends, children. There's a cure to protect the rest. We will defeat this disease. But before we can do that, you have got to stop that target.
Make more money from its Bitcoin investment this year than profits from electric cars in all of 2020. What's your take on that? What's your Bitcoin take and the fact that the price can just go up or down based on a simple tweet from him?
Well, look, Elon has tons of money and he's very sophisticated. So, I don't worry that, his Bitcoin will sort of randomly go up or down. I do think people get bought into these manias who may not have as much money to spare. So I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. And, my general thought would be that, if you have less money than Elon, you should probably watch out.
Why aren't you bullish on Bitcoin?
Look, there are things we invest in society that produce output. Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions. They're not reversible transactions. The Gates Foundation does a lot in terms of digital currency, but those are things where you can see who's making the transaction. So digital money is a good thing. And there's a different approach that's local currency and attributed and deals with all the money laundering and terrorism type regulations, and yet gives you the very the convenience and the low cost of transaction. And so our foundation is very proud that in the pandemic, a lot of the countries we funded to do this were able to get money out to their citizens very, very efficiently. So that's something that it's not got the visibility of Bitcoin, but the move towards digital money that we're very engaged in is a super positive thing that eventually will get to even the poorest countries.
Walk in with banana clips, cause we know that don't handle shit. Pointed at him, now he panicking. Got you looking like a mannequin. Straight mask, double brand, let's talk, got a cash. God, if I don't get it, then the paramedics better come fast. Take all of their presidents, lead cops no evidence. Pull up and pull out their key, they can be passing and I'm gon' bleed. Hold up, wait, they got a witness. I add them right to my hit list. Soon as they ring the alarm, I laugh with the dons, we already gone.
Ledger technology, incredible promise. It can drive efficiencies not only in the financial markets, but in a lot of markets. Fine. two areas in the financial markets where distributed ledger technology has come to the fore. Cryptocurrencies. These are replacements for sovereign currencies, replace the dollar, the yen, the euro with Bitcoin. That type of currency is not a security. Let me turn to what's a security. A token, a digital asset where I give you my money and you go off and make a venture. You have some company you want to start or something you want, and in return for me giving you my money, you say, you know what, I'm going to give you a return. Or you can get a return in the secondary market by selling your token to somebody. That is a security, and we regulate that. We regulate the offering of that security, and we regulate the trading of that security. And that's our job, and we've been doing it for a long time.
So you're saying, the classic definition of a security, you invest in a common enterprise with an expectation of profit. You're saying the way you look at most ICOs, they are securities.
Correct.
Are you planning now to make a clear statement on that? Because there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether anybody is going to get approved or not.
Bob, I hope I just did.
Lima 1, take the next street on your left. Cut him off 2 miles down. Use the tunnel.
Sen odanda deli, polisi çağıran yoktur deli. Uşak telinde fosforu erir, hasta mı ol, doktor deli. Aklında tut, osblok benim, kurşunu yut, ben askerim.
I'm continuing through the main tunnel. Keep me updated.
Get me a visual on Noah.
I don't think Bitcoin itself will be the currency coin. I think something like XRP has a better chance, like a Ripple has a better chance, just because of, like you said, institutional money being behind it and its functionality. Its functionality is to make transactions quicker, right? We always give that example. If you had to get $1 million from New York City to London, what would be the fastest way?
If I had to do it the fastest way?
Yeah.
Transfer it over from my account?
No, the fastest way would be get on a plane with it and fly to London. Right? It wouldn't take you 7 to 10 days to get that money.
Letting you on no plane with no billions.
Well, I mean,
no, I'm saying, but that's the only way. I'm saying.
A private plane.
So that would be the fastest way to do it. You'd have to wait 7 to 10 days. When you have an XRP, that transaction can happen in less than 60 seconds. Right, and there are people who have that type of capital who need to make those type of investments and make those type of transactions. They don't have 7 to 10 days. If you got a real estate deal and you need that money in by the next 5 days, you can't wait 7 to 10 or even 14. You need to get that money there as fast as possible.
Noah is approaching downtown.
You gotta take him out right now. Hit him with the Z16.
Vurmak için kuruldu kanter, adamlar topla hepsini al gel. Taşan bıyığın aksın yerlere, asacağım seni dikenli tellere. Kafayı vermeye, onlara zam he, ucunu dön, yanına atan ye. İyice de dinle, anlıyor mu lanet, sen geri çekip benim bu alet. Güneşin doldu, elinde sahlet, sesini çek çok, her şey sahte.
Is that a shipping container?
Now we can't take no high road. All down shots and fire out shots like you are. That with my eyes closed. Too hot, gotta lie low. Turn on the news, that's my show. They see me in an SUV with 100 cop cars. They chase and see. This shit. Fucking turn it on.
Areas of the sort of esoteric if it's a utility or not, you know, that is, and then when you design
and I will argue, what's you show me a utility other than Bitcoin? There is not one ICO that I've seen in the world at the moment that is a utility, even Ethereum. If you are raising money to make money, you're an investment, you are a security. I don't care what you tell me. If you may go and start life as a security, then you go and build the next Google, then you're a utility. But all these people saying, we're a utility, we're going to build this great infrastructure. Show me one that's done it.
He's out in the safe zone.
Get him back on track.
Lima 1, take your first left, get back in there.
All right, you're on the location in 30 seconds.
It's gonna collapse.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
one, get out of the way. Elimde sahte, tespih çok her şey sahte. Maskeni alacağım, girelim bahse. Seni görmeli olmuşu kahve.
He's trapped. There's no way out of there.
Now I've got you.
So what's the opportunity? So stablecoins and CBDCs can make domestic payments better, and that's extremely important because if domestic payments aren't good, international payments can't possibly be good. Every international payment, at least a retail or consumer one or anything that's not directly between the largest banks, there's going to be a domestic payment on each side. If I'm going to pay a vendor in Italy, there's going to be a domestic payment once my funds get to Italy to that vendor. And so making domestic payments better is essential if we're going to make everything else better too. XRP is an efficient bridge between two assets, including stablecoins and CBDCs. It's neutral, it's jurisdictionless, it's censorship resistant, it doesn't have any central counterparty that you need to trust, so it can be used as a sort of universal bridge. And blockchains are what provide that level playing field so that banks and regulators can live in a multi-asset future without having to deal with hundreds of different APIs, hundreds of different controllers or different rule sets. Thank you.
Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Yeah, contraband, lot of band.
Sir, he's still alive. We can't leave any loose ends. Shut him down. He's become a liability.
Sir, he's one of your men.
Exactly. And when he took that chip, he became our property. Right now, I get to decide what happens to him. I want you to take him down.
We're going to use blockchains for all kinds of different things, for the provenance of vaccines, if we're going to use them to track authenticity, if we're going to use them for trade finance, if we're going to use them for all these other things, we need toolkits around building good blockchains, not based on sort of digital assets.
We're not leaving.
Stick to the plan.
We're not leaving.
Stick to the plan.
We're not fucking leaving!
Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan.
This is our home! There you need a fucking wrecking ball to take us out of here!
Stick to the plan.
They're gonna have to send in the National Guard and fucking SWAT team because we ain't going nowhere!
This mission's about the cure, not that other treatment that loses potency over time. This is the miracle cure, the one that's going to take away all traces.
So how does the payments landscape look different then in, let's say, a decade? Does cash disappear in this unprecedented economy and new economic activity that we're seeing?
Well, I think cash can easily disappear. I mean, the idea of paper currency in the legitimate world is becoming more and more obsolete. And I believe it can become totally obsolete.
Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have brought new thinking to payments and financial inclusion, but they've also raised new issues of investor protection that we still need to attend to. And so I think if confirmed at the SEC, I'd work with fellow commissioners to both promote the new innovation, but also at the core, ensure for investor protection. If something were a security, for instance, it comes under the securities laws, it comes under the SEC. If there's exchanges that trade those, to ensure that there's the appropriate investor protection on those exchanges. So promote technology, but still stay true to our core values of investor protection and capital formation.
take all of their presidents. Lead cops, no evidence. Pull up and pull out the heat. They give me cash and then I'm gon' flee. Hold up, wait, they got a witness. I add them right to my hit list. Soon as they ring the alarm, I laugh with the dons, we already gone. 12 and 5-0. No, we can't take no high road. Roll down blocks and fire out shots. I do all that with my eyes closed. Street too hot, gotta lie low. Turn on the news, that's my show. They see me in an SUV with 100 cop cars, they chase and see. Yeah, stick to the plan. Man, stick to the plan. Yeah, stick to the plan. Yeah, contraband, lot of bands, just stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Man, stick to the plan. Yeah, stick to the plan. Yeah, contraband, lot of bands, just stick to the plan.
Manifest, I'ma handle this, counting numbers like an analyst. If the shoe fits, I'ma hit them with the slanderous lyrics and they're gonna throw a fit. Sit down, kids, you don't really wanna battle this, cause I'm scandalous while you pandering like evangelist. Beat so sick, man, you gonna need an ambulance. After this, I'ma preach to them like a pastor is. Resurrect rhymes like I'm MC Lazarus. Freestyle battle kids, they gon' need practice. I'ma let them know who they master is. Faster is how I'm about to spit it go, I'm about to make it digital. I'm flipping these rebuttals like Sharon. Next chapter is where you get the realness with the sequence of events. Feeling tense, I'ma rise like a phoenix. It's a prefix that I'm mixing for evidence, cause you end up fishing with your style and your relevance.
I'm Mike Gnome, who Mike Gnome, and I spit the hooks on these tight flows, and I get the looks on these tight rows, and I lit the roofs on these nice homes. I'm a pyro dog, spitting verses, I high road, straight hot flames, like your city's on fire. Adobe One Kenobi with the edits to inspire. My after effects are building this empire. I've been on fire, coming straight from the start. I've been trying to inspire, but there's flames on my heart. I've been breaking these records so the people can see that I'm back on my mission and I'll be legendary.
Legendary, born with the gift, it's hereditary. Fire in the booth, man, the kid is straight levitating, innovating. Everything I touch and I'm accelerating, elevating. Elon Musk type savagery. Actually, I'm the definition of a sav. Got the hustle from my mom, mathematics from my dad. Grew up in the dot-com boom, but I never had any capital, so I had to grind for the bag. And I'm an animal, creep through the alley diagonal. I'm a sun falcon, I fly when I'm flammable. I'm a T-Rex, my mind be tyrannical. Cooking MCs, that makes me a cannibal. Do it for the gram, do it for the store. I'm a Gryffindor while you slithering on the floor. Now y'all know that I'm here to inspire. Cities on, cities on, cities on fire.
I'm motivated, I'ma be the greatest entertainer, cause I'm spitting like a Diep of Copenhagen. When I run up on the haters and the hating and the talking and the faking to my face. No, you ain't, now you mad at me. Rap pack on the track, daddy. Snap back on the white caddy. Big dream with a big team on the big screen. Level up, get paper like a green sheet. Bob Ross couldn't paint a better picture of the vision of the mission of my team getting richer. Oh damn, that's Sam, he's a go-getter. Don't be the wonder how I'm getting more cheddar. So easy when you partner up with Chris Record. Mike known on the track, make the itch better. Legendary is a word, I'm a trendsetter. Top dog in this niche, ain't no playing better.